What's up, guys? So today we're doing another battle box, checking out what is inside this thing. This one is kind of medium sized. It is August 2021, and today we're looking at a new knife called the Spitfire. This thing is beastly. This is from Task. All right, kind of an interesting design here. Take a little peek at that, but we'll look at this in the future. I've been using this one lately, so that's what we're cutting into here. Alright, so you don't need a very beastly knife to open these because it's just a couple pieces of tape. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let me adjust my camera up a little bit here. A little bit like that, yeah. A little better, I suppose. Always a little harder. Today's kind of a rainy day, otherwise I would have went outside. I do kind of like opening these battle boxes outside just because I have a little bit more room. You can see what's going on. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab our mission brief. This is number 78. Wow, 78. Dang, it's August already, huh? So that means it's time for mission 78 of BattleBox. This month is a banger. Great products are packed into this month's box for all sorts of preps, from food and fire to health and maintenance. This month is ready to get you prepared, so let's flip the page and get on with the breakdown for BattleBox Mission 78. Alright, so I'm not going to ruin anything, no surprises for myself or for you, but I will leave that handy because we always like to reference it. Alright, don't need that little packaging bubble, although I do appreciate, I appreciate the one bubble, otherwise the stuff would have been everywhere. Alright, so where do we start? We got something, what's something little down here? Temp and toss forehead thermometer. That's actually kind of cool. I would definitely love to check this out. So this is literally a sticker for your forehead that gives you your temperature. Very interesting. Fast, accurate, 15-second reading. I don't know if there's just one in here. I really love this idea. It's actually kind of cool. Obviously there's no batteries or anything that's needed. So like in a real, you know, futuristic scenario where batteries are limited and stuff, having a bunch of these might be cool to see if someone has a temperature. Recommended usage: continuous monitoring up to 48 hours, convenient packaging for travel or use on the go, perfect for diaper bags, purses, and first aid kits. Temp and toss. That's interesting. I wonder, says it's a woman-owned company. So there you go. Some ladies with some ideas for sure. So yeah, maybe we'll have to check that out in the future. That's a pretty cool start to the box. Anything else small floating around here? Yes, there is. Fire plugs from Bigfoot Bushcraft, all-weather fire starters. Now I am a huge fan of making fires, so I've never seen fire plugs. Is that what it is? Fire plugs? Yeah. All right. Rain or shine, wet or windy, start your fire with just a single spark and 100% waterproof Bigfoot Bushcraft fire plugs. With more than 5 minutes of burn time, you won't feel rushed to get your fire started. Made with our high-performance jet fuel wax blend for hotter and stronger flames. Alright, so it says to bend the plug in, half back and forth to loosen the fibers. Alright, so you could grab it and wiggle it around a little bit to loosen it up. Rub the two halves against each other in a circular motion to break the plug apart. Light and expose fibers with a spark from a ferro rod, or just use a lighter. Alright, so let's zip into this. See what these things look like here. Sounds like another just waxed fire starting material. Oh, there's a big old bag of them. Oh yeah. I can get down with that, first of all. Alright. Let me just point this out. When you get some fire starting stuff, it's usually pretty cool. Most of it works. You know what I mean? There's not a whole lot that doesn't work. But here's the thing. You usually get like 3 or 4. Having a big fat bag, there's got to be like 30 or 40 in here. That's cool. Alright, so kudos to them for actually giving you a decent amount. So, break it in half, back and forth. Alright, exposing all the fibers on the inside. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Definitely going to do a demo on these in another video. But yeah, we have all this, you know, dry material that's exposed on the inside now. So simple concept. And obviously you can hit that with a spark and it should light up, or as I said, use a lighter. So there you go. some Bigfoot fire plugs. I will definitely do a separate video on these. So let's set that aside. But I do really love fire making stuff. I'm a little bit of a pyro. So, what do we have here? Cat Brands neck light. You guys know I love my neck knives. I don't use neck lights. Although I have to say it's kind of, I don't know, it's interesting timing because I literally saw one of Chris Rudnick's videos. I am a fan of Ricer Miata. If you don't watch car stuff, you should. It's just fun, interesting. I do learn stuff, believe it or not, from him and Tommy and all the other channels that are all involved with each other. But anyway, he loves his neck lights, and I forget what he uses, but yeah, that's kind of cool. I'll definitely check this out. Again, made by Cat. This one's 200 lumens, it says. It is adjustable. Light heads, pivot 90 degrees. It seems pretty cool. It is obviously a hands-free lighting system, which is really nice. There's some more specs on it. But yeah, I'll definitely check this out. I do love different lighting options. Now, I wanted to make a video talking about headlamp. Well, maybe I still will in the future. I'm not going to give it away then right now. But I will say, like, I like headlamps and they're super useful, but there's definitely one major drawback to me with the higher power ones. But we'll talk about that in the future. That's for another video. All right, so next we have some food, freeze-dried food. This one's from ReadyWise. I have used a lot of stuff from ReadyWise. They do make good quality food. This one's a breakfast called Early Dawn, breakfast skillet. And they use white lettering on yellow background. Can you read that? Let me back up here. Can you read it? No, of course not. So let's really zoom in. There we go, now I can read it. Eggs, sausage, peppers, and breakfast seasonings combined to make the perfect morning scramble. All right, I get down with that. Just don't like the color of the font. But yeah, so these are certainly handy. It's great for just, you know, camping, hiking, anything like that. But truthfully, in a real emergency, if you have a source for water and, you know, knock on wood, I feel very, very lucky. I have an abundance of water, millions of gallons of water from walking distance from where I happen to reside. But water is your #1 goal, okay? In a real emergency scenario, water keeps you alive. Then you worry about food and shelter and stuff. But, you know, some people think they're gonna have a big old garden and grow your own food and hunt and stuff. That's grand, and that does work for a lot of people, but it does not work for everyone. And if you don't have experience gardening and you don't have experience hunting, that will be a harsh reality. God forbid you actually need to live off of it, all right? So if you're planning on hunting, you know, maybe you want to practice a little bit. If you plan on having a big old garden to feed you and your family, you might want to try it. Because the garden sounds great until all of a sudden you have infestation and you have animals eating your stuff, and there's a lot of problems that come with that. And, you know, hunting is not as easy as it may look. It's just one of those things. So as far as food, definitely good to store up some food. Now, you're not going to have, you know, 10 years worth of dried food. And I can't imagine that would taste great after a couple months anyway, you know. But it's just one of those things. It's just food for thought. No pun intended. All right, so what else do we have here? Ooh, some Flit stuff. Actually, separate from this, I just got another package from Flit with all kinds of new products. I'm a huge fan. I've used Flit's metal polish ever since probably 12 years old. And seriously, I must have been between like maybe 12 and 13 when I first got into, you know, maintaining knives and stuff. I've had knives since I was 9, but around 12 or 13 years old is when I really knew, okay, well, I have to like start sharpening them properly and taking care of them and maintaining them. And I got a tube of metal polish from Flit's. And then I remember I was into a Balisong contest way back in the day. Chuck Golnick on Blade Forums. Chuck Golnick is like a Balisong, I don't know, I want to say king, but there's probably a better word for that. He's just a wealth of knowledge. But that's an old school name that I haven't even said in years. But anyway, there was a Balisong contest, and the prize was a bottle, another tube, I should say, not a bottle, but a tube of Flit's metal polish, and I still have that one. It's just fantastic. I love this stuff. But this is their tactical gun / knife care kit. All right, so you have the classic actual metal polish, which is just fantastic. You also have a little spray bottle here of extreme gun, knife, and bow protection. All right, this says it is a ceramic gun sealant, which is very cool. And then you have tactical matte finish cleaner. All right, so this has different chemical compounds in there for your matte finish stuff. Like I happen to have a Mossberg 500, and it has a black matte finish on it. So it's Parkerized, I believe. So I'll try that on that and see how that works out. But these products are awesome. I might do a separate video on some foot stuff because they did come out with some new things over the years that I wanted to try. So set that off to the side. Then we have a Willumsen knife, which we're going to go over in a second here. That kind of gives away. It's called the Chibs. Is that sounds very familiar, Chibs? Like it's a nickname for someone? Is that the Irish dude from Sons of Anarchy? Chibs? I think it is. It might be. I might be wrong. I don't know. It's been a while since I watched Sons of Anarchy. We're going to go over that in just a second here, kind of last. Anything else? I got paper here for ReadyWise, 25% off. Use Battle25. So if you want to get your food and stuff direct, that might help you out. Save a little money, which is always good. And before we get to that knife, we have a gas mask. So the PD100 from, what is that? Is that a P? Parcel? I don't know what letter that is. Ursel? I don't know if that's a D, a P, an R. I don't know what that is. Something distribution. Is it written somewhere else in here without the logo? Let's see. No. Oh yeah, it is. It is a P. Parcel. I don't know why that hooks back up. Anyway, whatever. Doesn't matter. The PD100 mask uses high quality medical grade silicone. Our rubber compositions are made with non-toxic, tasteless, and odorless materials. The mask is made to fit any size face, ensuring an airtight seal in an environment. In addition to its universal fit, people have different size faces. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. All right. Anyway, it's a gas mask. You know, what else do you need to know? Let's take it out and take a look at it real quick here. Oh my God, how are we going to get through this tape? It's sealed. It says it's a sealed label. Well, we do have a massive knife here. Maybe that'll help. Perfect. Glad I had this huge blade. All right, so I ended up ripping it anyway. Oh my God. All right. So, we have our gas mask. Very cool. And we have, of course, filters. This is the most important part of gas masks. If you don't know, if you happen to have a gas mask and you plan on actually using it, buy lots of filters. You might need more than one or two, right? So there's our filters. All right, and then the actual gas mask itself. Let's peek at that. Got all kinds of paperwork going out of here. Sure tells you how to use it properly and all that good stuff. What was this that fell? Contact if you have a problem. Stop. We will fix your issue. Do not return your purchase. We want to keep your money. We will still fix your issue. All right. That's weird. All right. So you do have a really nice seal on here. You have 5 points of contact. All right. Obviously, a nice clear view here. It looks like a very good quality mask, to be honest. It's kind of like a painter's style mask, you know, if you do like, you know, any kind of paint work. But I do like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to put that back in the plastic so I don't scratch up the lens there. And that will certainly be saved in case for, you know, some particular situation in the future you really need one. I have to say, if you really do need a gas mask to like stay alive, you're probably in some deep crap. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of people who prep and they buy like old World War II surplus gas masks and stuff. If you need those things, your life's pretty rough. You know what I'm saying? It could definitely be like super advantageous if there's some kind of a riot. You know, I would never show up to a riot without my own gas mask, okay? Because you're almost guaranteed to get some tear gas or something going on there. Lots of smoke, lots of things going on in the air. So a gas mask can be pretty beneficial in that sense. Not to mention, you have the bonus of your eyes and nose being protected, you know, physically from things being thrown, you know? So yeah, as far as like riots go, you know, some kind of like uproar in America and there's hundreds of thousands that show up for all these kind of riots and stuff. Yeah, very practical. But like, you know, nuclear bomb goes off, your gas mask's not gonna help you, you know. But who knows, there's a million different scenarios that can play out. But if it makes you feel good, that's the whole point of prepping. Feel a little bit better about yourself, right? Feeling prepared, there's really something to be said about that. Because some people do actually get like physical anxiety from not feeling prepared, you know, and that could be a problem. That can affect your day to day. Even if society is running great and there's no problem, some people feel very uneasy. Oh no, I don't have enough food, or if something happens, or oh no, you know, what am I gonna do for fuel for my car if something happens, or whatever your worries are. That's a real thing. That's legitimate. So if you feel good, even if you never have to use it, and again, that's the point. That's the point of prepping, is you have all this extra crap laying around and you never have to use it. That is a win all day long, because that means society is still normal. No one wants to go through an apocalypse. No one wants to go through a government, you know, overtake. That's not good stuff. Okay, the end of the world is not fun. As exciting as it may sound, you get to use all your crap that you've been buying for years. No one wants that. Trust me, no one. So anyway, let's move on from that, you know, negative talk. Jeez. Let's talk about something fun. This knife looks fun. Sandvik 14C steel. You know, it's not going to impress your grandma. But yeah, I'm sure it's sharp. So as long as you can touch up your blades, it doesn't really matter the steel. That's right, I said it. Doesn't matter what steel you have. I know some people are going to, you know, spit their cereal all across the screen. As long as you can sharpen it and you can have a sharp edge, you have a usable knife. Yes, we all prefer these super steels and the premium steels and the cool stuff all the cool kids have, but it doesn't matter. If you can keep it sharp, that's all that matters. All right, so anyway, there is some specs on it. Also some funky text there. But let's go ahead and just take a peek at this design. The chibs. Huh. There we go. Oh, we got a nice little, kind of cool. Let's move this back. Little patch. I like that little rubber patch for Willumsen. We have, what is this? Spare pocket clip and hardware. That's kind of nice. I wonder if it's literally a spare or if it's a different style. You kind of like the pouch. That's different. The pouch reminds me of stuff from Anchor. I remember getting like an Anchor little battery pack, you know, little charging station unit thing, whatever. It came in the same type of mesh bag. Interesting. Whoa, I wasn't expecting that. That coloration. Wow. All right, that's cool. So this is a white and black G10, and it has like these saw cuts in it. All right, so that's what brings out all that extra color and that second layer. That is pretty neat, actually. There's a ton of grip there too. All right, those are all ridges. So it's actually pretty practical. Go ahead, give it a flip. Wow. Ooh, you know, I like that. That was actually pretty smooth. I wasn't ready for that. Nice simple flipper. Big old cutout here so you can use your thumb if you want to open it slowly. I do like the two-tone blade here. Everything's there. It says Sandvik 14C chibs right on the blade. Some people don't like writing on the blade. Total personal preference. I gotta wipe off that some of the excess oil here. That always bothers me. It's good it's on there. It's not hurting anything. But it looks ugly. Looks greasy. I don't like greasy knives. So there you go. There's a little bit of a better shot. But yeah, I can dig it. The two-tone's kind of cool. It stands out. I generally don't like two-tone. I mean, if I have a choice, you know, I always go plain edge over serrations. I always go like stonewash over black finishes. I usually like one solid finish as opposed to two-tone. It just depends. I don't know. It's nice that it's something different. I'll say that. But yeah, that is definitely a different type of knife. Now, I get the pocket clip thing. So this is actually kind of cool. So it has a deep conceal clip and it says chibs on it. There we go. So it actually tells you the knife. As opposed to, let's say you don't like that, you could put this one on here. This one is just a simple wire clip. So, or not, I shouldn't say wire clip because that's making it sound more like this. Like that is a wire clip. But it's thin. It's a skeletonized clip. I guess that's the proper way to describe that. But they're thin on the sides, so it reminded me of a wire clip, which it's not. But yeah, same thing, only it doesn't say chibs in the middle. It's just plain. Now, that does look a little bit weak because they're thin on the edges there. I think instead of chibs, they could have, you know, put Willumsen, I guess, their brand on there. Or just had it completely solid. I'd rather see a full solid clip than just that wire clip. I did it again. It's not a wire clip. Skeletonized clip, only because the cutout is just so big. So that the actual physical metal that's there is a little bit thinner. But it's kind of cool. I kind of like that it says what knife it is. I don't know that that's happened before. I've definitely seen logos on pocket clips. that is actually really comfortable in the hand too. There's just a very, very slight cutout here, right? A little bit of a lip, you know, for your, I guess your pointer finger and middle finger there. But it is very comfortable. The liner lock does stick out just a hair. I don't feel like that's a big problem at all. You can see all the layers of that black and white on the G10 from the sides. But yeah, that's kind of an extreme color on the top. This is just different. It's just totally different. I give them a lot of credit for doing a lot of different things with this knife. So this is one you'll probably love or hate. I could see that. I could see people being like, oh yeah, I love that thing. Or like, that's really not for me. Not even a question. But I like it. And it is comfortable. It is sharp, as you would imagine. I'm looking around for something to cut. I'll probably read that later. Come on, there's nothing I can cut in here. What is this? Replacement clasp. Okay, well, we need that. That's for the gas mask. Let's go ahead and cut this box. Little piece. There we go. All right. Little piece of cardboard from the box. All right, let me see it come sharp. So, there you go. Steel doesn't matter all that much. Just maintain your edges. So that is very cool. That's a nice ending to this box. Let's go ahead and just flip through here, make sure we got everything. All right, so we got our temp and toss, which is pretty cool. I like that. 100% US made, that's a bonus. And woman owns, as you saw on the box there. Those are normally $13.99. That's kind of expensive. Is there just one in there? I gotta check now. I have to see if there's a couple or not. Because $13.99, I mean, if there's just one in here, that's damn expensive. I guess I just have to open it. Thought I might say it on there. Contains one. What's with the font? 1 or 6? I don't know. Maybe it says 6. Okay, there are. There looks like there's definitely more than one. Yes. There we go. Okay, so there's 6 of them in here. All right, much better. Much better. Because, I mean, come on. You can't just get one for 14 bucks. All right, that is kind of cool, though. I am curious to see how that works. I will definitely test that out. I'll use an actual thermometer, find my real temperature, and then I'll put this on my forehead and see if that actually works. All right, so that's that. Then we got our food, made in the USA, $8.98. I have to say, like, you can go to Walmart and find a lot of freeze-dried food now. If you're not into, like, anything shipped to you, or, you know, there's not, I don't know, I can't think of other reasons why you wouldn't just order it online. Probably cheaper and have more options. But some people just like going into stores to buy things. They don't like buying things online. So I get that. Check out Walmart, at least my Walmart, and the other 2 that I've been to in the last probably year or 2 years. They've carried some freeze-dried food in the outdoor section. But I realize not all Walmarts are the same. Anyway, then we have our Bigfoot Bushcraft Fire Starter. They're saying 20 bucks. It's a big bag. It says 60. All right, there we go. I thought there was 30 or 40. There's 60 plugs. All right, so 60 fires, possibly 120 fires if you're conservative and break them in half and only use half of them. That's worth 20 bucks to me. All right, at least they give you a big old bulk there. Then you have the Flitz kit there, knife and gun kit. That's $24.95. These are all retail prices as well. All right, the Cat CT7100 LED neck knife. That's normally 30 bucks. All right, the gas mask is normally 100 bucks. All right, respirator. Interesting. And then our knife, which is normally 95 bucks. So let's see what they have to say about the knife real quick here. Updated from the original design, the chibs from Willumsen Copenhagen is one sexy knife. But don't let the looks deceive you. This knife is ready for work with its Sandvik 14C blade steel, dark acid washed flats, machine ground bevels, and textured two-tone G10 scales. This high-performance flipper knife features a liner lock design with a small bearing pivot. That makes sense. It's running on bearings. That's why it is nice and smooth. Reversible deep pocket clip for tip-up carry. We'll see one of 3 color options. Oh, okay. So there's the olive, the gray, or the brown. So I happen to get the gray one here. Let me know down in the comment section if you are getting BattleBox boxes, which color you got of your chibs. I'm curious now. I would imagine they probably have even numbers for each color, but You never know. So that's it. That concludes this month's BattleBox. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a fantastic day. And again, stay tuned for this interesting knife from Task. It has just, I don't know, there's something cool about it. It has to do with this hole here, which I'm sure you guys can figure it out. I'll give you a slow turn. All right. What do you think that hole's for? I know you guys are smart. Someone's going to be able to guess it. Even though it has nothing to do with this video. But anyway, that is all, folks. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. And I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.